We're going to change gears here, get everyone involved with a few yes-no questions. We have 6 of them, and while we recognize they may be more complex than a yes-no answer allows, we would appreciate a yes-no answer if possible. We're going to go down the row with each question. The first one, and I think we know where at least one candidate stands on this one. Did you support SB 191, the bill on teacher evaluations and effectiveness?
I'll go first.
Wait your turn. Carol Boigon.
No.
Michael Hancock.
Yes.
Doug Linkhart.
No.
James Mejia.
Yes, but only with the conversation about resources for teachers to get the job done.
We'll allow that. That was 5 seconds. Chris Romer, that's a yes. And Theresea Spahn.
I'm saying no because of the problems we're having right now developing the evaluation piece.
Okay, thank you.
All right, pretty good on the rapid fire. Remember, yes and no. Let me start here down the row, starting with Michael Hancock. Should teacher pay be based solely on years of service?
I'm sorry, start again.
Should teacher pay be based solely, primarily on years of
This
service?
is rapid fire?
Yes, this is
No.
me not being too rapid, but you should be yes or no.
No.
Doug Linkhart.
No.
James Mejia.
No.
Chris Romer.
No.
Theresea Spahn.
No.
And Carol Boigon.
No.
Clean sweep. Should school wellness programs be a funding priority over other key budget items? And let's start with Doug Linkhart in the middle.
Yes.
James Mejia.
Yes.
Chris Romer.
No.
Theresea Spahn.
Yes.
Carol Boigon.
Depends. Are you talking about firefighters? What do you mean?
What do we mean? Should school wellness programs be a funding priority over other key budget items? If you're mayor and you have to make budget decisions, how is this a priority? Yes or no?
For the school budget or for the city budget?
I believe school budget.
Up to the schools. I'm running for mayor.
And lastly, Michael Hancock.
Wow.
We didn't write them. We didn't write them.
I'm retracting mine to wow.
Wow across the board.
Wow, it's very different if you ask it according to the city budget and the school budget. It's a little confusing.
All right, we want to go on. So here's one that we will start with with James Mejia. Should charter schools be able to access facilities owned by DPS in the city?
Absolutely.
Chris Romer.
Yes.
Theresea Spahn.
Yes.
Carol Boigon.
Yes.
Michael Hancock.
Yes.
And Doug Linkhart.
Yes.
Okay, we'll start here with Chris Romer on this one. The question is, would you support a mill levy increase to provide additional resources for schools?
Assuming the budget cuts, yes.
Theresea Spahn?
Yes.
Carol Boigon?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Would you support a mill levy increase to provide additional resources for schools?
Five seconds. I chaired Great Education Colorado for 7 years. Our whole mission is resources for schools.
Michael Hancock?
Yes.
Doug Linkhart?
Yes.
And James Mejia?
Yes.
All right, one more fast answer question here. Yes or no question, starting with Theresea Spahn. Do you agree with the recall effort of DPS President Nate Easy? I know.
That is really not a fair question for a yes or no. I mean, I think somebody when they're serving have to respond to their constituent base, and that constituent base, if they're not happy with their elected official, certainly have a right to run somebody else in the next election, and that, Nate has to speak to his constituent base. But on the other hand, he has to vote with his conscience, and we all have to respect that, and I don't understand.
All right, we'll allow the 20-second answers here, Carol Boigon.
As I said, I'm running for mayor. I'm not interested in taking over the schools, but helping and moving the conversation on teaching and learning. I think this is a question for the schools, for the parents, for the voters, not for me.
Same question to Michael.
No.
Your question, or your answer?
No, I don't. I don't always agree with Nate, but I don't support the recall.
James Mejia.
No, let's get back to the conversation about high student achievement.
And Chris Roberts.
No, I oppose it.